Tens of thousands of Australians packed central squares in some of the country's biggest cities, as well as on the shores of Gallipoli and in France, to pay tribute to fallen defense personnel on ANZAC Day. The first of a series of solemn services began at 4:20 a.m. at the cenotaph in Sydney's Martin Place, followed minutes later by the Brisbane ceremony at the Shrine of Remembrance in ANZAC Square. A little over 8 hours later, the Gallipoli dawn service began near the site where 108 years ago to the day, Australian soldiers began their assault on the Turkish peninsula that led to the deaths of thousands of Allied soldiers. Veterans Affairs Minister Matt Kelk told the story of a young primary school teacher, Walter Blair, who was one of the Australians who was killed at Gallipoli, as he paid respect to the lost souls at the occasion.
Today, we honour and remember the fallen. Their loss was a personal tragedy that cast a long shadow over grieving families and our nations for decades. We acknowledge their service and sacrifice as we acknowledge all of those who have served in the decades since.
In Australia, New Zealand, Asia and Europe, and indeed across the globe, as the dawn breaks on ANZAC Day, we come to places like these, solemnly, silently and respectfully. We do not come to glorify war. We come to acknowledge, pay respects, and to honour all who sacrificed life and limb, mind and spirit in battle.
The Australian Defence Forces Chief of Joint Operations, Lieutenant General Greg Bilton, said the events of 25 April 1915 and the subsequent campaign have been cemented in the identity of Australia and New Zealand.